Hey everyone, what's up? And today I'm going to be reviewing the Marvel Legends Thor vs Destroyer. I got this comic and cocktails. I'm really hyped for this because I haven't got a Thor and I haven't got a Destroyer. I wasn't going to pay the select price for the Destroyer either. So, quick photo of the actual artwork. We've got the Avengers Beyond Earth Mightiest. We've got Thor with a beard and Destroyer. Avengers 60 years of Earth's Mightiest. We've got a render of Thor and the Destroyer. I do love how Thor looks with his beard there. Another actual render, which what he comes with and what Destroyer comes with. It doesn't say his height, and we've got some renders of all the heroes there, which looks epic. And we've got that cool little artwork right there, which looks fucking sick in my opinion. And obviously the plastic-free packaging. So yeah, let's crack this open and get into the review, shall we? So here they are out of the packaging, and I've got to say I'm really loving this 2-pack. I've been messing around with them, playing around with them, getting some cool poses, and I really love these figures. I'll go over my little gripes in a moment, but before we get into the actual main review, we're going to go over the accessories. So obviously we've got this second alternative head sculpt from Thor. It's quite soft plastic there, and obviously you got the hair bit there. I do prefer the bearded version of Thor, I've got to say. 1 minute. Is this focus there? Yeah, so this bit's all soft plastic. It's quite bendy as well, but it's fine. Just don't go too crazy on the actual feathered ears. But yeah, that's it for Thor's head. And we get Mjolnir. You can see there. Let's see if you could just see the writing there. Just put a pause it and pause it there. Obviously we've got some scrapes and scratches all over Mjolnir there. Obviously got a little leathery handle, and obviously the leather strap that he holds, which is really cool. And we have a fist from Thor as well. And for Destroyer, we have 2 interchangeable hands. So we've got a relaxed hand that you can hold something. Obviously you've got spikes throughout the hand as well, which looks really good. And we have a relaxed but / open hand, which looks really cool as well. So yeah, that's it for the accessories. We're going to go over one figure at a time, so we'll do that. Let's do that now, shall we? So here is Thor, and I've got to say I do prefer the bearded version overall. I am really impressed with this figure a lot. My only complaints with this figure, as you can see at the side there, where the black and obviously the flesh bits are, the paint apps are not very good. As you can see there is some paint chippings already there. But I'm not going to have him like pose, so you can see that side bit there. But that's probably, I'd say, the only issue. Obviously there's some quite bad paint apps there. I'm just checking that bit there, but other than that I can't really see any other issues. There is some paint smudging there as well, but that's all I can see to find at the moment. The weather at the moment as well is making these figures hard to stand because it's really muggy out. So yeah, also the helmet, it is softish hard plastic, and obviously his cape has got that whooshing effect that looks like it's blowing to the side, which is really cool. I just don't like how up the cape stands on his shoulders. I wish it was a bit more flatter as well. And I gotta say, I love the belt buckle on this one as well. It looks really good. The T really pops out there as well. I've got to say, the face sculpt on this I'm really impressed with. Beard looks awesome, the feathers look awesome, and the helmet looks awesome as well. Like, I love the gold as well. It's not too like of like a shiner. It's just more like a just a simple finish of gold really. It's not too shiny. Yeah, I really love digging it. And also I've got to say, So as I was saying about Thor, his hand is completely different. I've not really seen this on any other figures. So it's kind of like purposely made for this. So you just slot that in there, and it's got like a crease so that hammer sits in there nicely, which is really, really good. So I'm really, really happy with this figure. He looks really, really good. There's some paint stuff issues, but it's not that much of a problem. So yeah, we're going to swap the helmets now and show you a closer look at that. So here is a closer look at the alternative head sculpt for Thor. Some people have been asking when I uploaded some photos, is it a pop-in accessory for the eyes? No, it is a complete different head sculpt. The ears are slightly different as well. I don't know, let me check. Yeah, so they obviously are different as well. I obviously just think this is a powered up Thor, so I don't know. But yeah, I prefer this head sculpt. So that's it for Thor. We're going to go over his articulation, then go over Destroyer. So for the articulation, his head sculpt, well, his head movement is quite limited because of the cape and the hair. So you're gonna have to go with the actual diaphragm joint. So he does have double jointed elbows, both sides. Full rotation at the bicep. He does have a diaphragm joint. He does have a wonderful spread. It's not very limited, it's not very hindered, but that's fine. Obviously he does have a swivel at the waist. He does have a full rotation at the upper thigh, double bend at the knee. He does have a cut at the boot, so you can get a full rotation there, and you got a beautiful ankle pivot. So yeah, that's it for Thor. Time to go over Destroyer. So here is the Destroyer. He looks pretty cool. So let's just take a close look at him, shall we? So head sculpt on this one looks really, really good. I actually didn't pick up the Select Destroyer, so I'm kind of glad, because I was actually looking for this the Select Destroyer, then this popped up, which I was really, really glad for. So here is the Destroyer. He looks pretty cool, literally from this point of view. I was going to actually pick up the Select Destroyer, but then luckily my friend told me that they was doing this, so that helped, because the Select Destroyer was going for quite a lot of money, and I needed a 4, and at the Ragnarok 4 I was looking for was quite a lot of money as well. So I just pre-ordered this 2-pack instead, which is, I'm really, really glad I did. Don't regret picking it up. So here's a close look at the Destroyer. As you can see, his eyes are actually just painted white. They actually look like stickers, but no, they're painted. I just love the armor, like paint apps throughout the whole figure. It looks really, really cool. Love the spikes. I just love the detail and sculpting throughout the whole figure. It's actually pinless as well, unlike Thor, he isn't pinless. I do think the skin tone sort of figures should be pinless, but that's just my opinion. I'm not bothered if they're not pinless or they are. It's just sometimes they look cool, sometimes they don't. So yeah, obviously on his helmet, it's solid plastic. It's actually sculpted together. No, it looks like it's glued. You can see the shoulder pads there. It's just like probably glued in place there as well. Another thing I just want to say is, well, my only gripe about this figure, I kind of wish that the actual eyes itself were black. And so I know obviously the lines on this aren't painted, they're just sculpted into the actual mold of the figure, but sorry, I was just checking a closer look at his eyes. I just wish they were black. It just gives that more presence, if that makes sense. White eyes are not bad. I just, in my opinion, I just wish they were black. So yeah, I just love also the spikes on the shoulder pads as well. he's really cool. He has quite a good presence as well. So that's it for the paint apps, I believe. Yeah, I feel like this is before I go on, I feel like this is a new mold. I can't really think of a reissue mold that this could be. I could be wrong, but yeah. So let's go over the articulation, shall we? So for the articulation, you can look up, not much, but you can look down. Good spread at the elbows, at the arms, sorry. He has a single jointed elbow. Full rotation at the bicep though, and obviously he has a diaphragm joint there, which is quite good. You can see it there. Good spread, just a little bit of hindrance there, which is pretty much standard throughout some of these Marvel Legends figures. Actually looking at this, it looks a few scrapes there. That's not from me, but luckily I'm not going to be posing him from behind, so it's not an issue. Cuts at the thigh, so we've got full rotation. Double bend at the knee, it's a bit stiff for mine, and yeah, some foot articulation there. I'm just really good. I'm not good. I'm just really pleased with how these spikes look on actual figure. He looks really cool. He has a pretty cool presence as well, and he stands really tall. So for its accessories, it comes with 2 extra hands, so let's just put them on out, shall we? 2 seconds, see if they come off. They come off quite quick, to be fair. So there. So yeah, that's all right. Get a little pose like that. I do like the knuckle duster kind of things on his hands as well. So yeah, that's pretty much it for Destroyer. I'm gonna go over a few comparisons now, because it ain't a review out of comparisons now, is it? So here are my comparisons. It ain't a full comparison if you ain't got Gore or Malekith in there. The Select Hulk is just in there. He's quite a good comparison reference, because he's obviously a Hulk and he's a Marvel Select. Obviously you have the Marvel Legends Destroyer, so it scales quite well, to be fair, in my opinion. Maybe if you want like larger figures, like for Destroyer to be much larger, then fair enough, get the Select one. But I do prefer my figures who are larger in size, like Red Hulk, to be a Select. It just makes the display more appealing, in my opinion. It makes the Hulks or whatever figures like Apocalypse look much more menacing as well. So yeah, time to go over my final thoughts now. So my final thoughts for the action of this review. I definitely recommend picking this pack up if you can, if you've not got a Thor or a Destroyer. My only gripe is that there's some paint smudges like here and there on Thor on the flesh and black suit bit there. And on Destroyer, if you play around with it, I've just noticed now as well that you'll get some scrapes and scratches, and it looks, if you look here, there's quite a weird like deformity on mine. If I can just zoom out there, it looks like it's cracked a bit. It might just be the paint, like it's not good paint work, but as I said, I'm not fussed. It is a bit of a shit thing. If it was at the front, I'd probably contact the supplier where I got it off, but if you're just messing around with it, I think you're going to get a few like scratches and scrapes on this due to the paint work. Like, I don't know if it's just like that's supposed to be there, like you can see that bit there. It's just, sometimes it looks weird, sometimes, I don't know, it's just, I can't put my finger on it. But yeah, that's it for the review, guys. As you can see, I've made my positives and I've given my negatives about these figures, but in my opinion, I definitely recommend getting them. So yeah, thanks for watching. Stay tuned to the very end to watch some cool poses that I got these guys in, and don't forget to comment and subscribe. Peace.